friends, Miss Jenny here.
Aiden here.
Hope you guys are doing great. So today we're gonna work on measuring objects. Normally in your everyday lives, you do this by comparing your toys to your friend's toys, you compare your heights to your friend's height, and you even compare the amount of food you have on your plate. And you do all this by using non-standard units of measurement like markers, glue sticks, pencils, crayons, and yes, little heart shapes. And this is called a ruler, and this uses standard units of measurement such as inches or centimeters, and this is called a measuring tape. But for today's activity, we're not going to use these because it's a little difficult for us to understand this completely. So we're going to use all the items that we talked about today. I'm going to begin by measuring this little coloring book that I have, and I'm going to measure the length. Length means how tall it is, and I am going to use crayons to measure the length of my book. All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. So I use 3 crayons to measure the length of my book. I'm also going to measure my Kleenex box. And this time, I'm going to measure the width. The width means how wide it is, all right? So for that, I am going to use the little pieces of paper that I have here. Let's see how many I need to measure. All right, let's see. Count with me. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 3, almost 4, right? Could be 4. All right, so I used 3 crayons to measure the length of my book and 4 pieces of paper to measure the width of my box. I'm also gonna measure this picture of Aiden holding a pumpkin, and I'm going to measure how tall it is. I'm going to measure the length. And for this, I'm going to use a marker. How many do you think I'm going to need to measure the length? What do you think? 1, let's see. All right, and all I needed was 1 marker to measure the length. All right, so you can measure whatever you want in your home. You can measure the table, you can measure your TV, you can measure a book that you have, and you can use anything that you want to measure those items. Can't wait to see what you're gonna use. Bye, friends.